Yeah, well, yeah, I've seen some quality the last couple of years, especially with Myrtleford with Dan Summers and Charlie last year. But yeah, Matt's a one of a kind, especially through the midfield. Went and seen him against Diamonds, and yeah, he really tore him up going through the midfield. And yeah, we've just got to try and cut that out, that feed that he gives through the middle and his explosive pace that he brings from defence to the forward line. And yeah, it's a credit to him that he can bring that to Twin City. Yeah, finally got a win back on the board, which was good. Yeah, we beat Boomers, which was really back in round 3, which was really I thought was going to set the season up. But then yeah, we had a draw and a couple of losses against Myrtleford and Melrose, which were a bit disappointing, especially the Myrtleford game. But yeah, last week to go down to Wangaratta and get a 3-1 win was pretty good for the team.
We worked on a couple of things in training that week, and we said the boys, we sent them out and said, look, it's a perfect opportunity to go and work on them things, and the boys applied themselves really well, and I think the scoreline showed that. I'd say no, because I know exactly what Josh is capable of, being with him at Cobram Victory, and also I've played against James back in England, and I also know what he's capable of. So them two, I think, they're still finding their feet over here, but I think there's still a hell of a lot to come from both of them. I don't think so. I think all of our players have got in there. I think we're conceding silly goals, just errors, really, just silly errors. But apart from that, I don't think we've got many weak points. Me personally, I just think we just need to work on things and decision making, really, when it comes to certain aspects and certain times in the game. No, no. I think a lot of that's coming from other people, really. But we just want to go about our business. We just take each game as it comes. Look forward to obviously the next game, which is Albury United, and that's what we set our targets to.
Yeah, unfortunately, Caleb out this week. Just got 2 yellows last week, so he's got to miss a week. But yeah, bringing in Sam Grates is a massive bonus for us. He dominated, I heard, at the New South Wales versus Vic game. So yeah, he's a pivotal player for us, especially through the midfield, and he's going to control a lot through the midfield for us, which is what we needed. Need a bit of stability in there, and that's what he brings. He's a class player, he's class of movers, and it's just to have it's a great addition for us in 2014. Yeah, it is. But the great thing is he's been training all the time. He hasn't stopped. Yeah, and he's given another dimension through the midfield, and he's always, even though his first year at the club, he's always happy to give his advice to everyone, advice to players, advice to even Adam. So yeah, and he's always just willing to chip in and help around, which is really good. And it's tough for him. It's going to be tough, especially 6 weeks off. But yeah, he's just itching a bit. I asked him on Tuesday night, and he was really pumped to play this weekend. So yeah, especially against Twin City, top of the table, it's it's a great game to come back game to. Myself, I hope so, but I've conceded a couple the last few weeks. It's a little bit hard to at the moment trying to get 90 minutes out of the boys. But yeah, look, I'm trying to do my best for the team every week. That attacking flair, like I said before, that Matt and Rowan and that give, they've got massive pace, and then you got Zach Walker. It's just quality, you know. He's been in Melbourne for many years, and off that 10, 15 yard step, they're very, very hard to stop. So we've got to make sure our boys are on our toes and make sure they give themselves a bit of room. So if they do get that, they can track them every time. But we've got a couple of young blokes that we're probably going to look at bringing in this week, hopefully. And yeah, look, it's going to be a big game. I might test them, but I think they're going to be up for it, and especially against top of the table, you can't beat them. So. I think a number of teams set a standard in the last couple of years. Diamonds of last year, they got the double, and Myrtleford, they picked up all these Dan Summers and co. So they've sort of they set the benchmark, and now Twin City have followed that with Matt Gray and Coots also. You can't take him away; he just keeps getting better every week. And like I said, I've seen that game against Diamonds and Twin City over there, and yeah, the ball movement was fantastic from both teams. So you can just see that compared to previous years, 10 years ago when I started playing senior football, it has stepped up a lot. The pace of the game is majorly improved. I've always got a plan, but I can't say much when the coach is sitting next to me. But like I said, the pace that Rowan brings on, Rowan Pearce on the side, that brings he's goalkeeper last year, but he's phenomenal off the step. So we've got to make sure we just cut out that feed from the back line into the forward line. I think there was numerous times that they scored goals that they just got Diamonds on the back foot, and we've just got to cut that out in the middle. Basically, I think the middle of the park's going to win. Simple as that. If we can cut their middle of the park out, it'll be great. But then again, we've got to watch out for Hasler and Rowan Pearce, either side of the wings.
Yeah, we've got a plan B. We've got a plan C. We've got a few things that we can do if things aren't going our way. We understand. We're under no illusions. This is a big game. It's a massive game, really. Albury United have got some fantastic players, and with the likes of Sam Grates to come back in, they're only going to get stronger. So no, we've got an idea of what we want to do, but we'll go out there, worry about ourselves, as I'm sure United will go out and worry about themselves, and then hopefully put on a fantastic game.